Hey guys, it's Maymay, and we are on to our last two pieces of paper from our A Very Merry Christmas cardstock. We have our one sheet of stickers, and I've added a couple of sheets from my stash that we're going to use to make tags. So you all said you wanted to see how I would utilize these to make tags, and I'm going to show you what I'm thinking. I may not need 2 whole sheets of paper from my stash for what I'm going to do, but we'll see. I'm going to set these aside for a minute. I really won't need them for a while yet. These are my last 2 full sheets of paper that I don't have something planned for. I have 2 sheets that I have a plan, but these 2 are left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these down into tags, all of this, okay? And I'm even going to try to do it all at the same time. So the first thing, I'm going to trim off the little advertising strip. I don't know what that's called. I know there's a name for it, but I always forget it. Trim that off of the end, just like so. I'm not going to use it. You can, but I'm not. I'm going to decide what size I want to do my tags. I don't think I want them much bigger than 2 inches. No, bigger than that. Maybe 3 inches. I kind of like 3 inches. That looks pretty good. I might even do smaller, but I think I'm going to do 3 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and that'll get me 3, 6, 9, 12. That'll get me 4 of those. So I'm going to cut them into 3-inch strips. I just decided, and I made the first cut, so now we're on our way. The cool thing about tags is this. They're just a tag. You can get as fancy as you want or as simple as you want. So don't panic too much and don't spend too much time overthinking. Just have fun, and whatever you get is what you get. Now, I don't think I want these to be 6 inches long. I think that is a really long tag. But I'm thinking if I made these 3 by 4, see, that's a good size, and I could get 3 out of that. What I'm going to do is look at my stickers real quick. But most of these guys are going to fit on these tags. Let's evaluate height. That'll go 3 inches. That'll do close to 3 inches. You will see most of these guys are going to fit on 3 inches. So I really think I'd be okay with doing a 3 by 4. So I'm going to go with 3 by 4. And I know that seems small. And it might be, but I'm okay with it. I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to push myself and see what I can do. And I can always pull into my stash and add stuff to it. But I really do think I can get a lot out of those stickers. And we can do a lot with this. So I'm going to cut both of these sheets down to 3 by 4. Now, I've separated these guys out back into their sheets where they were. So I've got the holly leaves and I've got the holly and berries, or the pine and berries. And then on the back, I've got ornaments and reindeer. I'm going to just evaluate them as I go as far as what sticker goes to where. But I definitely want to punch them with my angle punch to make them more tag shaped. And I do this because it's an easy cheater way for me to do this. But you can totally do this any way you want. You can use a corner rounder. That looks good too. I just really like the way this looks with the little tag punch. So I'm just stacking up a bunch of these. And this paper is so rich and thick. 3 is probably enough to stack up to get through them at a time. Now, I'm going to end up turning all these into tags anyway, but first I want to go ahead and start evaluating each one. I want to show you kind of what I'm thinking about doing. I love this holly. I want to start with this one. So this is some of my just craft colored paper for my stock. This is from the trio set that Brutus Monroe and I did together. So it's the black, the white, and then this craft color. I have cut this piece to fit across the middle like this. But before I put it down, I want to tear these edges just like this. I just want to have some rough torn edges. So I cut this 3 inches wide and 2.5 tall so I could tear off about 1/4 inch on each end and still have a 2-inch piece for the middle of my card. And I'm thinking, we're just going to kind of lay this out. I'm thinking this is going to go in this area, something like this. And then I'm going to look for a sticker to put on here. So this deer is super cute. I didn't even look at anything else. I just saw the deer. So I'm going to pull this deer out. And I'm going to lift this deer up on some foam squares. But I want to show you something I'm going to do first. So you don't have to have this fancy tool, but this is the Embossing Buddy powder tool. And it's just basically a bag with powder in it. And what I'm going to do is pat this bag, and you're going to see it leaves like the shape of the sticker behind. And I'm just patting it with the little powder bag. And that will take some of the sticky off of the back and work really well for what I'm going to do. Leaves a mess behind, but that's okay. I can clean that later. And let's get some foam squares. So I grab some foam squares and I'm going to stick these onto the back. Now, if you're concerned that your foam squares may not stick when you do the powder tool like I just did, put your foam squares down first, leave the little backer on, and then pat it with the powder, and then peel off your backer. I find that I don't really have a problem with this, but if you do have a problem, try doing it that way. All right, I want to put a little up there on the antler so they'll stay up. So I'm basically going to do all these tags like this, and there's no way I can film showing you every little tag. So I'll probably just do kind of some filming as I go to let you guys kind of watch, and then at the end give you a reveal of what all the tags look like. But this is how I'm going to do them. I want to evaluate each one. I'm not going to peel the sticky off of that yet because I want to see where I want it to go on this little tag piece. I'm thinking somewhere like this, and I want to use this for a place to stamp. So I'm going to use my stamp set Fond Noel. I really like this thing that says Fond Christmas Greetings. I like it because it's a little vintage, so I'm going to use that stamp for it. But I also want to do some kind of chunky stitch lines across here. And here's how I'm going to do it. I want it to be kind of straight. So I'm going to take my ruler and put here just to kind of keep me straight. And I want them to be kind of chunky because it's vintage and I don't think they'd be super fine like we do now with our stitching. I want it to be kind of obvious. I'm going to stamp in black VersaFine. A lot of times when I'm doing like assembly line, I try to keep everything simple. So I try to use kind of the same color throughout. So I think I'm going to use the black on these. You could easily use red, but for me, this way I can just go back and forth to that ink pad the whole time. So I'm going to glue this into place. Not getting too close to that rough edge because I don't care if it lifts up. I think that'll be cute. Put this kind of down here. The idea behind this piece that I'm putting down is to give some room for the sticker piece to really show, because when it's so much color against so much pattern in the background, you can struggle with that. So this guy is ready to stick down. And look at there, using the sticker. The other cool thing about the stickers is they already have the outline or kind of a bleed around them, so they help them to pop off really well. So there is one. I do have to poke the hole, but I'll do that at the end. And on the back, I'm going to come back and do another panel that I make assembly line style and stick on here for my to and from. But that gets the front done. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to go run through and do all of them I can with stickers this size using this greeting and see how many I can get. So I haven't shown you yet, I know that, but I'm down to this, and this guy. These are the larger stamps on this sheet, or larger stickers on this sheet. And a lot of you guys suggested I put them on cards, but I already had this in mind. These are the jumbo media tags from Brutus Monroe, and I have never played with these, and I wanted to. And I think they'd be cute to make some jumbo tags to hang on gift bags. I think it'd be cute. I really like the idea. And I ended up with 4 pieces of this left that the stickers didn't fit, which would have been perfect if those had fit. And remember, I also had in my bag, which I've set aside, 1 second. I also have in here these scraps. I'm going to pull those out and see what I can do on here to make these jumbo tags. Oh my gosh, these jumbo tags are so nice. So these are 8 by 4. And like I said, I've got these scraps, but like, look at this Santa. Let me show you this. This is so cute. Look how big he is. And I think he'd be so pretty on this big old tag. So I'm going to do that. As well as the car, I think we can really amp this up. And I'm thinking I use some of these guys. I want to use something bigger than that one. Let's try this one. Oh, look, that's cute, isn't it? So maybe a piece of this at the bottom. Maybe I add some of this here. Do a stamp sentiment and then add the Santa again. I keep picking him off of here. Let me get him up. And then maybe add the Santa. I think that's super cute. So I'm going to go with that. So what I think I'll do, because I'm just going to play with these tags doing the same thing I'm doing here. I think I'm just going to record what I'm doing and let you guys watch it that way. And then you'll be able to see what I do with each of the 4 tags. And then I'm going to show you what all we got out of this pack.
Send it to us, we pray. Cast out our sins and enter in. Be born to us today. We hear the Christmas angels, the great glad tidings tell. Oh, come to us, abide with us, our Lord Emmanuel. For Christ is born of Mary and gathered all of.
So on the back sides of my tags, here's what I'm going to do. I've cut this piece that is 3 by 2.5, and it's going to live right inside of here, and every one is going to be stamped to, from, and it's going to have a don't open until December 25th right here. I think that'll be cute. And I need 22 of them. So I'm going to use my Misty for it. Oh, I'm going to use this stamp set. It is Christmas stitch shapes. I'm going to use that to, that from, and that don't open till December 25th. I think that'll be cute. But I'm going to do it in my Misty because this could take a while if I don't. And I'm going to utilize it because I don't want to be here all day. And I won't have to even think about it. Just put the tag in and stamp it. So I'm going to put this little guy in to that corner. And I'm going to lay this out where I want it. So I got that laid out, and I can also see that I'm going to be able to put my magnet. So I'm going to put my magnet in that corner, and using my VersaFine because it's my fave for sentiments. Ink that up, send that over, and that is 1. 21 more to go. We're almost done. I need to poke holes in the top of these guys, and I can do several at one time. I'm just going to pick some up. I'm going to use the bigger hole on the crocodile because then no matter what string I run through here, it will work. And I want to talk to you about the string or the ribbon. So I don't really like to tie my ribbon or my string on now because here's what I would do. If I tied my ribbon on now, I'd give myself a super long piece so I know it would fit whatever package I put it on. What I've decided to do instead, and I've been doing this lately and I really like it last couple of years, I'm keeping baker's twine in my gift wrap box. I have this box of gift wrap that I use whenever I wrap presents. And that way, no matter what I put this on, I have a string that'll be the right length to tie it on. But you could go ahead and put your ribbons and stuff on now if you wanted to, like as far as the tying ribbon, but I'm not because I find that I waste more because I've told you guys before I always put extra on there. So to save it, I just put myself a spool of baker's twine in my gift wrap box, and then when I need it, I got it. And that way, if it's going on a gift bag, I can hang it the right length. If it's going on a box, I don't even necessarily need it on a box. Just depends on how I'm going to use it. So I'm going to poke holes in these guys. And notice I'm not looking at each one because even if the hole goes through a sticker, I'm not worried about it. That's where the hole needs to be, and we're going to let it do that. So I'm just picking them up and poking those holes. Something I've decided to do on the back of these guys is nothing. And the reason is I'm going to treat these like a card. Whatever gift I put these on, I'm going to write on the back like it's a card. I may even stamp a sentiment. I don't know. It's going to depend on who I give them to and for what. So I'm not going to write anything on the back of these. I really like how these turned out. I love these big sentiments. And I'm not worried about these hanging off the edge because guess what? I buy tags all the time that have stuff hanging off the edge and they're fine. Especially since I'm the one going to be putting this on a gift and taking it to the person. I know it'll be safe. All right, so let's talk about how many we ended up getting. This is 4 here, and I still have some left in that big pack that I can make with other paper pack because I have no paper left. What do you see? Here, we ended up getting 22 of these little ones, and I'm just going to flip through real quick and let you look at them because I decided to do something a little different. See, I'm using the stickers, but do you remember how when we first started, I was popping them up on foam tape like this, and I did foam squares on this guy? I then thought, you know, that's really not making that big of a difference than just sticking the sticker down. It's taking more time and more product, so I decided to stick the stickers straight down. So all of these you'll see on this side, we'll have them with the stickers straight down, and you'll be able to see them. Oh, one thing I did on the other one, I wanted to do on this one. Where these ornament ones were, I came in and did like a little string hanging there, so it would look like it was hanging off the top. I just thought that was cute. And then there's another one, that's the bell, so pretty. Aren't they cute as they can be and so simple? And every sticker on that sheet has been used. Let's go over here. This is a flat one. Did I put two down? No, that's a flat one. It's not lifted up. I just wanted to split the paper. Look how cute. And I used one stamp. Everyone says the same thing, which I love. That made it super easy. This guy's popped up, but you really cannot tell the difference. I mean, you can if you're in person. But I just thought it was using more product than getting anything special out of it. And then the backs of them all look the same. They all look like this. So they're ready to write on and put onto a gift. I love it. So we ended up getting, let's see, 26 tags from these two pieces of paper, some extra little tags, and I want to show you this. I think this is funny. So from all the paper, these little scraps are what I have left, except for the two pieces I kept out, and I'll show you those in a second. These little scraps are left, and look, there is nothing left on this sheet, nothing. I've looked over it a couple times to make sure I didn't miss anything. I used every sticker in the pack. That makes me happy because I never use all the stickers. And then what's left in our pack? Let me look right here. I have the one sheet I'm going to use for my advent calendar. You remember that. This sheet, I'm going to make an advent calendar in November, so this will be for that. This sheet, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but I don't want to put it into cards or tags. And then this is the big sheet from the front. So we used all of that up. Isn't that amazing? So let's get a number for everything we did. So from that paper pack, we got 26 tags and 34 cards. And I made some big cards and some little cards. But that's a lot, if you ask me. One paper pack. Now, that is not including my card bases. I did add card bases. That is also not including the pieces that I added of the craft color, where I did to the front and the back of these guys. And that's not including these tag bases. But other than that, this is all from the paper pack. Isn't that awesome? 34 cards, 26 tags, done and done. That was quite a process, but I'm glad to have it done because now I'm ready for Christmas and I can send out these cards right away. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that series. I'm going to go back and I'm going to rename the videos to say how many we got out of the pack, and I'm going to put them all into a playlist so you can see them. And that's it. I'm really excited about this. I think we did a good job. I hope you enjoyed it, and that got you all your cards and tags ready for the season. And remember, you can do this with any paper pack. When you get those packs that come together with stickers and multiple different kinds of paper, do the same thing in your theme and have fun doing it. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again real soon. Bye-bye.